This is the beautiful Morro Bay, California, where I have been lucky enough to stay for the past week while I plan my solo overland journey back home to Colorado. A little over a week ago, I drove out here in my 1995 Isuzu Trooper that I have been slowly turning into a camper over the last few months. My intention for this trip was to just take a quick route out on the interstate and then spend a week or more working my way back through Nevada, Utah, and finally into Colorado. Just myself, my dog Seamus, and we also have our buddy Puka along for the ride. So I got in last night. At about 3 a.m. I wasn't even planning on filming this, but this area is really cool. I'm still super tired. I think I'm still in Colorado, but this looks like Utah. I'm like right on the border of Utah. I left Denver at about 9:45 p.m. And drove till about 2:30 or 3 a.m. to get here. I think it was worth it. The day before, I'd hoped to get an early start to a long, easy drive down the highway. Unfortunately, it ended up being anything but easy. After waiting the majority of the day for a shop to finish an alignment, I discovered my alternator had failed. I was lucky enough to find a replacement locally and swapped it out in just over an hour, only to forget some supplies in the driveway, which forced me to turn around and lose another hour of time. But in the end, I pushed through and woke up to an incredible view and an unexpectedly exciting start to the day.
I was expecting a pretty easy dirt road here, but this has actually gotten pretty gnarly real quick. Should be it's a good test stop for this little Isuzu.
Yes, you're seeing that right. That's smoke pouring off the air conditioning compressor. Turns out the pulley bearing had failed, so simply turning off the AC was not going to help. Luckily, the compressor has its own dedicated belt, so I was able to simply cut it off and at least continue driving, though heading towards Las Vegas was not looking like a good idea. The failing of my air conditioning nearly caused me to turn back, but after everything I had already been through on this trip, I decided to just keep going. I opted instead to get off the interstate in search of some slightly cooler air through the northern parts of Utah and Nevada. The downside to this is that I also found 30-mile-per-hour headwinds nearly the entire way through Utah and Nevada. The already underpowered and unaerodynamic Trooper struggled severely to even maintain 60 miles an hour through this, and caused an incredible loss in fuel mileage as well, dropping to almost 12 miles per gallon, compared to about 18 I was getting through the rest of the trip. But at last I finally made it through the deserts and into the hills of California, and it was smooth sailing from here.